Good early afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, May 4th, just after 12 noon here, and welcome into the early portion of today's video weather discussion, where we are going to have an update on another storm system that is moving through the region today, and that is going to bring the chance for some showers, thunderstorms, and maybe even some severe weather to portions of the state for pretty much this afternoon through early tonight. And then we're also going to have another check on another one or two storm systems that'll be moving through the region for Tuesday and into Wednesday that will also bring more rain, thunderstorms, and severe weather potential to portions of the state as we head into, like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday. So with that said, here we're starting off with a wide view of the visible satellite here in the middle of today across the region. We have a storm system way up north and a trailing cold front from that storm system down through Iowa, Missouri, down into the southern plains as well. And what we're expecting to have happen, it's kind of already happening down to the south. There's some thunderstorm development along and ahead of that cold front. But as we go work through this afternoon, we're expecting development closer to our region as well. And then that activity will move off in an easterly direction through the day today. But as you can see, for the middle of the day right now, we actually have a fair amount of sun this middle of the day today here across the state. You can see here a lot of clearing, destabilization occurring, and that's ahead of this cold front that is moving in from Iowa and Missouri. And like I said, during the afternoon, we're going to be looking for the development of showers and thunderstorms just ahead of that cold front. And then once that activity develops, it will move off towards the east across the state. And I could actually show you that here on one of the weather forecast models. You can see here current time, nothing going on yet, as I showed you on the visible satellite here across the region. But as we work into the afternoon, you can see we get that activity to develop here from southern Wisconsin through eastern Iowa, northwestern, western Illinois, back into Missouri. And then in a moment here, when I go forward into time, you're going to see how that activity is going to push off towards the east as we head into the late afternoon, the evening. By the time we get to about, this is right around 7, 8 o'clock tonight, you can see that activity moving through the Chicago area, down through the heart of central Illinois, down through southern Illinois. And then as we head into the late evening and early tonight, this is getting into the 9, 10, 11 o'clock time frame. You can see that activity weakens as it moves off into Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. So the gist of it is, we are going to be dealing with that risk for showers and thunderstorms, scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into early tonight. And it is possible some of those storms could be severe across portions of the state. So outlined here, you could see the entire state is in this blue color for today. That essentially means you are under a level 1 severe thunderstorm risk, and we could be dealing with the threat of isolated severe thunderstorms pretty much across the entire state from this afternoon into early tonight. Regarding the type of threats we're going to be seeing, generally it's going to be the threat for damaging winds and also a threat of some hail with some of this activity as well today. So once again, we're looking at an isolated severe thunderstorm risk across the entire state of Illinois from this afternoon into early tonight, and any of those severe thunderstorms that may occur will be capable of producing some damaging winds and hail. Now, as we go beyond this weekend and into the beginning of next week, we're going to have another storm system develop here across the Plain States on Monday, and that storm system is going to shift eastward, bringing a lot of severe weather to the Plain States on Monday. But as we go into Tuesday, that storm system is going to shift east. We could see some rain and thunderstorms across the state for Tuesday morning, but the main focus will actually come later in the day Tuesday and into Tuesday night, and that is when we could see some severe thunderstorms across the region, including across portions of the state of Illinois. That would be more so Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, a secondary storm system comes through and could very well bring more severe weather to portions of the state and region on Wednesday. So as it looks right now, Tuesday and Wednesday could be back-to-back days that we're watching for the potential of rain, thunderstorms, and severe weather across the state of Illinois. Now, the good news is, as we go beyond the middle of the week, things are going to quiet down. We see a weather pattern change. We're going to see more of a trough in the eastern United States, some cooler conditions, and probably some drier, less active conditions as we head into late in the week, next weekend, and then into the following week, which would be the start of the week of the 13th. So it does look, as we move beyond that potential for some severe weather Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to quiet down, it's going to become less active, and it will probably cool down a little bit compared to the more warmer conditions we've been seeing regularly lately as well. So that's the gist of it as we move beyond this time frame here coming up for the beginning and middle portion of this upcoming week. Looking at the video chat this morning, see Kat checking in from Kankakee County. You're welcome for the update. You'll be getting in on some of those showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon and evening around your area. Still, isolated severe thunderstorm potential will be possible with some of that activity. And in summary, we are going to be looking at the possibility of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the entire state today. That'll be from this afternoon into early tonight. And we could be looking at an isolated severe thunderstorm risk across the entire state this afternoon and into early tonight. And that would be for the threat of some damaging winds with activity and maybe some hail as well. See Paul checking in regarding Tuesday and Wednesday in the Kankakee area. Yeah, we'll start to talk more about Tuesday and Wednesday as we get a little bit closer. Probably tomorrow night we'll really start to get more in-depth regarding potential and forecasts for that Tuesday to Wednesday time period. Ethan checking in. What did you miss? You missed the discussion regarding the potential of some showers and thunderstorms across the state today. Maybe an isolated severe weather threat as well. Bonnie checking in from Mendota, I should say. Yes, you'll get some shower thunderstorm potential around your area today. Isolated severe weather threat pretty much during the afternoon, early evening around your area. Let's see here. Sarah checking in here, wondering how the drought monitor is with all of the heavy rain recently. I could actually pull that up on the screen here. Just give me one moment. The drought monitor has improved once again with the update that we've seen this week, and I'm going to pull that on the screen here in just a moment. If it'll open. Here we go. So here is the updated drought monitor as of 2 days ago on Thursday. And as you can see, most of the state is still not seeing drought conditions. However, this area out here in southern Illinois and western Illinois has continued to be in drought conditions. However, the good news is for this area out in western Illinois, those drought conditions have actually improved because the update from a week ago actually had moderate drought conditions into western Illinois. Well, with all the rainfall recently, those drought conditions improved to just abnormally dry conditions now. And with the update next week, with more rainfall in these areas, it wouldn't be surprising to see those abnormally dry conditions gone across western Illinois as well. Now, for you folks in southern Illinois, the drought conditions continue to remain in place because most of the heavier rainfall the past several weeks has actually missed you. A lot of the heavier rainfall the past several weeks has been up here across northern and central Illinois. So for you folks down across southern Illinois, many of you have missed out on the real consistent heavier rainfall over the past couple of weeks. So that's why drought conditions continue down there, and they probably will continue for at least it looks like the foreseeable future as of right now. All right, here, Jennifer checking in on YouTube. Going to be heading to Six Flags Definitely going to have a thunderstorm, rain, and isolated severe thunderstorm potential around the northeastern Illinois area, which is where Six Flags is, all the way up here, Lake County. The threat of rain, thunderstorms, and severe weather will be more so during the later part of the afternoon into the evening. So I'm talking about after 3 p.m. into the evening hours around the Six Flags area that's up in Lake County. All right, here, Stephen mentioning that the Storm Prediction Center upgraded to a level 2 risk for today. Yes, the Storm Prediction Center did upgrade to a level 2 risk roughly out here, kind of in this area. They're expecting the potential for maybe slightly higher coverage severe weather compared to what we are, but all in all, we're expecting the same kind of threats. Still damaging winds and hail threat overall. Patrice checking in from Des Plaines, Sharon out in Grand Ridge, Whitney in Peoria area, Matt in the Peoria area as well, Jill in Lockport. Also have Ethan down in McLean County, Rick in Elgin, Lynette out in Joslyn, Sharon in Mantino, Mr. Davis down in Bloomington as well. Yes, all of you folks will have the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we move through the day today during the afternoon and into early tonight. And some of that activity could have an isolated severe thunderstorm threat with it, and that would be for the possibility of some damaging winds and hail with some of that activity. Paul checking in regarding the Tuesday to Wednesday time frame. Yes, once again, another 1 or 2 storm systems coming in for Tuesday and into Wednesday, and they could also hold a severe weather threat for portions of the state of Illinois. We'll start to talk more about that as we head into tomorrow. All right, here, see Stephen Connie checking in this early afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. Rita out in the Rock County area. Rock County area, it's going to be very close for you out there across the Quad Cities area, which resides partially in the Rock County area. It's really going to depend on where those storms develop in the afternoon. Are they going to develop to the west of the Quad Cities? Are they going to develop over you or just to the east? So if you're out here kind of in this corridor, out here, the western portion of this corridor, it's really going to depend on where those storms develop as we head into the afternoon. And it'll depend on the frontal timing. Are they going to develop here, here, or here? So that's going to really, be the dependent on whether or not we see some of that activity out there in that Dubuque corridor through the Quad Cities corridor, or if it just ends up a little bit off toward your east. All right, here, Sarah checking in from Batavia, Scott Belvedere, Tricia from Pecatonica, Clarissa out in the Sandwich area. Yes, all of you folks will be getting in on that shower and thunderstorm activity this afternoon and evening with that isolated severe weather threat. Ethan wondering about flooding risk for Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll start to talk more about, like I said, the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, especially as we start to move into tomorrow. We'll be a little bit closer, and we'll start to discuss that just a little bit more once we get a little bit closer in time. But with that said here, in summary, once again, we have a storm system moving through the region today. We are expecting the development of showers and thunderstorms out here across portions of southern Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, northwestern, western Illinois, and Missouri. And once that activity develops, it will move eastward across the state of Illinois. So that is why we are expecting scattered in showers and thunderstorms today, this afternoon, into early tonight across the entire state of Illinois. And we will be dealing with an isolated severe thunderstorm risk across the entire state from this afternoon into early tonight as well. And that'll be for the threat of some hail and damaging winds being possible with some of those isolated severe thunderstorms. Also have Paul, Kankakee area, Jose up in the Rockford area. Yes, you all are included. Anyone across the state today. Everyone is included for that isolated severe thunderstorm threat for this afternoon into early tonight. And then once again, we'll be dealing with the threat for some more severe weather coming up for Tuesday and into Wednesday, and we will start to discuss that potential more as we get into the day tomorrow. Ethan with one more question today, wondering if there's a low-end tornado threat. The tornado threat today is extremely, extremely low. Definitely the threat today is more so for that chance of some wind and hail. The tornado threat isn't zero today. It's pretty much what we call non-zero. So the tornado threat today is not enough to talk about. It's not enough to even mention an isolated tornado threat. But on any given day, your tornado threat is never zero. So it kind of falls in that line of not enough to talk about, not enough to say there's an isolated tornado threat, but it's also not enough to say it's zero. So it's what we call non-zero tornado threat today. Basically, essentially, damaging winds and hail will be the main threats with this activity across the state for today. With that said, though, we will monitor the weather today and into tonight, and we will provide any updates as needed. And then we will be back on tomorrow once again, maybe tonight, but also tomorrow, once again to start discussing that Tuesday and Wednesday time frame much more as well. So for now, everyone keep an eye to the weather today. We'll monitor things and provide updates as needed, and everyone have a great Saturday.